Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, who love nothing more than to finish out today with power. It's the Falcons going up against the Colts. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
To the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, if you see a running back play with such joy as well as such fury, I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play clock winding down.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Ten yards still left on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 3 yards to go here on second down.
Flex round. Flex round. Check 6 down. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Rashid Hageman in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Come on, let's go. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, check my 45, check my 45.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Design run for their wideout. Muscles him off. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Now on 4th down, here's Drew Butler in punt formation. Fielded just inside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. They're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Come on, let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post. Fielded
about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Hey, come on, let's go!
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
They'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They slot Gronkowski outright.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A big 30-yard play on third.
If post patterns often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does...
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And the offense lining up first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll loss, and it brings up third. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Drew Butler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They come up at an offset eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And the Colts coming out now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Come on, let's go. 45, 45, 45. Flex round, flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
.43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Doesn't matter who the runner is going to be each week. Defenses get ready to gang tackle. They want multiple people to the ball. They want to make sure they take the proper angles to the runner, make sure there's no place for him to spin out and go what they call through the back door and get away from people. And they want plenty of guys there to hit him, try to knock the ball free, the whole deal. But on that play, the best laid plans did not work.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They run. Devontae Freeman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Green, 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves to James.
It's always interesting to watch a player fight his own instincts, because when you're a ball carrier, you're taught to fight for every inch, every yard. But in this situation, the smart play was to get out of bounds, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.